Subscribe for the very latest.
Play it, Daddy.
Chord room, more than a podcast.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something crazy, man. Like,
What's up?
I was watching a video, and it was Kurt Franklin. And Kurt said that there is this website. Man, matter of fact, hold up. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can find it. All right, let me see.
CLI. It's I think that's what's called, where white churches that sing the songs that white Christian artists have written, they're getting publishing from the songs being sung on Sunday morning. Ain't no black church in America paying no black gospel artists to sing their songs at church on Sunday morning. Yeah. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm torn with that. Like, I don't know if a black church should be paying me on Sunday mornings to be singing my music.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that I'm totally bought into it, but I do know that in itself gives you a framework that white Christian artists and white churches are happy to do it.
Yeah.
Like white churches are not even arguing against paying Christian songwriters and artists to sing their songs on Sunday. So that even in itself, that goes into the systemic wiring of what white people are raised thinking about business.
Yeah.
They don't let their Christianity suffocate their business.
All right. So let me stop real quick. So did you get what he said?
I got what he said.
Do you know about the CCI or CCI?
No, that's the first. That's the first time I heard about it. But is it? So he's saying to make sure I get everything. So he's saying it's a website where churches are going to the site. They're having white Christian artists sing black Christian artist songs.
No. So basically, what they're doing. Let me see if I can get to that. Let me see if I can get to the actual website so we can.
You're actually going to go to the website? Okay.
Yeah.
You live dangerously, Tino. You living dangerously.
Hey, why not, man? I mean, if somebody, especially if I need to get, especially if I can get some more education, if somebody can, because this is my first time hearing it. But especially
me too. I mean, it's the first time for me too.
This, if somebody's watching this and they can kind of give me a better understanding of what this is, then we can talk about, going there. So this is the website right here. So it's called Christian. I think it's called Christian. What was it? I forget what it stands for. But so it has a lot of things. Like right here, if you read down here at the bottom, it says CCLI is now a part of a family of organizations that work together to provide end-to-end solutions for your ministry.
What does that mean? What does that mean necessarily? What end-to-end solutions for the ministry?
Right. So here's the part that Kurt is talking about. Church copyright licensing.
Okay.
Right. So it says project or print lyrics, translate, arrange songs. No. Right here. CCLI, streaming licensing. So live stream or upload worship, including the music. Then you also have performance licensing. It says pay and perform music outside of services, provide Christian solutions. But what Kurt is saying and what he's talking about, and like I said, anybody who's watching this, they want to go and give some more information, give me some more information so I can get a good understanding of what y'all doing. but I'm just kind of going over what the video was saying. So what they're saying is that if you're going, let's say for instance, if you have a church, let's say and you guys are going to sing, if you're going to sing like a song that belongs to, I don't know, Toby Mac, right? I think that's a Christian white artist, right? Toby Mac, I think.
Yeah.
And let's say you want to perform this song. You can go here and pay, I think let me just see, because when I was on here, I think I saw it's like a fee that you pay, and you can sing their song. You have access to get these songs and sing them on your platform. This is what I'm getting from it. So
okay,
you're paying.
Do the original artists get paid for that or something?
This right, exactly. So the artist is getting paid, and you can play the song. You can use the song to stream it and everything. Now, from what I understand, what Kurt is saying is like, I feel kind of torn by that, because his conscience will kick in if he's charging someone to perform one of his songs, right? Like because basically from what I'm getting at, I'm saying, hey, I like that song, to God be the praise. Can I play that? Yeah. You pay this one fee, and you're able to perform that song on your church that's streaming. That's what I'm getting from it.
So who's performing the song?
The church.
What?
The church.
The church is performing the song,
right?
And they're streaming this performance to internet,
right?
But the artist gets a cut from that.
From what I understand, yes.
So I'm trying to understand what is Kurt's what is he torn about with it?
See, here's the thing. You are, when you're a gospel artist, you're the idea of your songs being used in worship, right? That is one of the reasons why you do what you do, right?
Okay.
For people to worship God with your music, right?
I see.
And obviously, when you're talking about music, if someone, you have the right to say, hey, maybe send a cease and desist letter to them and tell them, hey, I don't want you performing my song, right? Or sue them or whatever, how you want to do it. But as a gospel artist, you make songs for people to worship to.
Okay,
and
I get that.
you're going to these churches, like you might, if you go to a church, they gonna pay you to come, right? Like I think that's normally how I go. You're not just going for free. Most people they're but for Kurt, it's like, I'm gonna charge a church to play my worship music.
Okay.
That's where the torn is. Like, for years in gospel, I know people who I come on, you go to church, we all singing praises what I do, and we're all singing songs that make us feel great, that are worship songs, right? But and he specifically said white churches, because he know black churches ain't paying nobody to sing a song. They're not doing it. Just not gonna happen. But he said these white churches are doing it gladly.
To have But to have an artist, like a famous artist's song, to be performed at their church, but by that church.
Right. So if Kurt did do this, I guess they would sell them a license for the song. From what up, once again, CCI, y'all can tell us that we're wrong. It's okay, because this is new. This is something I came across. I've never heard of this, right? And this is all legit. This is what I feel I got from the video. That they would say, hey, can we get a license for this song? Sure, you can get the license for the song. But anyway, but yeah, like, and like I said, I know I saw it to where it asked me how many members I have. But yeah, so what I'm seeing, according to what I understand, they're paying artists to perform their songs. The artists, like a Kurt Franklin or whoever, which, like I said, Kurt Franklin's like, I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, a famous artist, they're paying them to perform their songs on Sunday morning. What do you think about that?
Why is this a service?
What is a
Why
need?
is this a service? That's all I gotta say.
I mean, they felt like it was a need.
If you are going to call yourself going to sing and praise and give worship, why are you streaming it on the internet for the world to see? And if you're streaming it, I can understand you're streaming it for your other members who are probably tuning in remotely to see it for your church. But why does the whole internet, besides that, need to know that you're singing this? I mean, because why?
All right, so
that's
let me all right, so let me help you understand this a little bit better. So first of all, even since COVID, you know, most people, they don't go to church. They might stay home.
Okay.
But in the same breath, like I remember when I used to go to a certain church, and they had a heavy Asian, population that was tuning in, right? They were members. They had one dude that was in Philadelphia. Now we live in Georgia. They was in Philadelphia. They were tithing every Sunday. Okay. He was tithing, right? So to answer your question on that, yes, they're members that could be across the world. Members.
I get that.
Active members, right? So now, like at my church, we stream on, you know, YouTube or what have you, you know, so you know, everybody can watch it anywhere, you know, they can watch it. What happens, once again, this is just my knowledge. I'm always looking for information. But from what I know, if you're performing somebody else's song, like on here, if we play somebody else's song, they're gonna give us a copyright strike, right? So same thing with somebody else who performs somebody else's song. If they buy the license, then they can get the song without any issues. They can get the song without any issues. It ain't no red tape. For the Sunday that I'm performing the song, I have the license, and I can perform the song with no issues.
Here's my thing. All this stuff, why don't they just say they're not? Why don't they just say this is just another deal in the music business, because they're not there for worship or anything like that. Both the artists and the church are not there for worship. They're there to do an exchange. They're there to do a business transaction, because they're not there for worship. The fact that this is even becoming even a thing that they even thought up, or even a concern at all, I would just say that both parties got to decide what they're really doing. Are they really there to try to worship, or are they really there to try to do a business transaction? Going to answer Kurt's whole thing, he's torn behind it. Dude, what are you doing the music for? Are you doing the music to make a profit? Or are you doing the music really just to, give praise and honor? Because if that was the case,
to defend Kurt,
just do it.
Kurt's not saying that he was going to do it. So I don't.
He's torn.
No, but what he's saying is that no, he's not saying that he's torn between the fact that he would do it or not do it. So I don't want to make it so way like you saying all these. It's not that with Kurt. What Kurt is saying is that if you listen to what he's saying, he said the white church at that moment, they're not letting their faith go. He caters more to the black church because he's a black man, right? He knows there ain't no black church is about to pay. Black churches are not paying this. Let's get this clear. We're not. They just won't do it. What he's saying is that they're not letting their faith interrupt with the business part. What he's trying to understand, I guess, for his clarity with him is like, it's like, is this wrong? Because he feels it's wrong. I'm like, and what he's saying, he's like, I don't feel right. Once again, remember, he said, I don't feel right. I would not feel right doing this, but as far as the money goes, he's like, the torn part is how wrong is this just business, right? Like, is this something that where we can just say, hey, you know what, we're supporting our artists that we're I'm paying for a service, so that way, hey, I can perform the song with no hiccup from YouTube, no hiccup from Instagram or wherever they're streaming their services. Like that's where I guess the torn part is, because if it's an agreement between two people, right? Because here's the thing. Yes, this service is out there, right? But these white churches, they not telling these white churches like, you got to do this, because we know, maybe you don't know, but I mean, I know they do this all the time on other churches. They all would perform live. They might alter the song, right? They might alter the song to make it sound differently, so that way they can bypass all of the red tape when it comes to the song. They can easily do that, but they're saying that we want to perform the song as is. Can we do that? Yes, you can do that. Slide me some money and you got it. But the part that Kurt is like, is this wrong?
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's all kinds of wrong. I view anybody singing a song in their worship, any song they want. I mean, if it's supposed to be a worship song, them singing a song in their church of worship is the same thing as singing a hymnal that's in one of their hymnal books. All of this is becoming an issue because technology find a way to incorporate technology into all this other stuff, and it blurs the lines between them calling themselves trying to come to church and worship versus trying to do a business transaction. This is ridiculous. I mean, the fact that there's even a site for this, and it's a lot of craziness. This is my take on it. It's just a lot of craziness. They're making it more complicated and red tape in between just the fact of if people want to call themselves trying to worship or not. It's just another distraction. And again, the distraction in my book, that what I believe is, it's just another way how the devil has found a way to try to interject himself into, trying to confuse believers. In my opinion, that's just another stone in the whole pot for it. But my honest opinion, it should never. If it's about worship, it should never be a question or never be an issue as far as like if people want to perform a song, it should be just about that. It should never be about payment to this or red tape to that or anything like that, or trying to get a song blocked because of churches. So many people are singing a song because they're singing worship. There's a church that I watch online. They stream the songs that they're singing. They're songs that are already songs that's out there that artists have performed. They're just singing it themselves live. Right. They're performing it, singing, playing the music and everything themselves live. And you can stream and go to the church and everything. And from my understanding, there's no hiccups to it. They're members who are watching from online. They're able to watch it. And I think they have it all to where it's going through their website. So if there's a way to set it to where you can stream it through your website, I don't see what the case in point would be where they even get it blocked or anything like that. You have a personal site they can go to and you can go directly to your viewers. My struggle with this, especially when it comes with the churches, is that where are they putting this at? Are they putting it on YouTube and all this other stuff? Because everything is neat. I personally don't think everything needs to be shown out to the whole mass world like that. If you want to connect with people who are really there for experience to connect and worship, there should be probably a way that you can do that, which I think there is. If you just go to the actual website and they can get the service right there directly, you don't have to worry about whatever else case in point. But this is just another distraction. It's crazy.
But I mean, the thing about it is that you have to understand that the world is changing, right? Like people are not going to church. Some people might be members, but they work in the time that it's a lot for them to go to church. It's a lot of scenarios that and reasons why people stream. And like I said, there are people around the world that, when we talking about Jesus and things like that, it's against their, the rules of the country to even be talking like that, right? True. So and this is another. It's a way for people to connect to a church, via a device, low key, where hey, they could be watching anything. They could be but people don't know if they're watching church, so they're connected with them. Even in some countries, you can't even have a Bible.
Understand?
So it's a thing. The thing about this is that my thing is, with this whole thing, if this is true, like, you getting enough money, man. Mm-hmm. Like you getting excuse me, you getting enough money to where you don't have to get money from the church like that. Mm-hmm. You don't have to charge them for a song. Like, to me, that's crazy, man. Like that's a little too much. And then here's the thing. I do understand business is business, right? I get it. I understand. But where does it stop? Like I told my daughter, I was talking to my daughter earlier, and she'll ask me for something, And then from there, like, from there, it'll be like, okay, once she asked me that thing, then she said, well, nah, can I get that? Then can I get this? Okay, well, now then I know I want that too, but then can I get this? And then my mom, I said, yo, Karen, what does it stop?
It doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop.
Like,
where next?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does the begging? I tell her all the time, like you're a panhandler.
You didn't call it that, man. You didn't call her that, Tino, man. Did you call this girl a panhandler?
I call her panhandler. Everywhere I go in the house, I gotta pay a toll. Everywhere in the house, I gotta pay a toll for you. Everywhere can I? You ever been somewhere and somebody just keeps on asking you for stuff?
It's right here in my house.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just the same thing.
It's like, come on, man. Like, yo, like, I'm home. I understand I gotta feed you, I gotta clothe you, I gotta do all this stuff. I gotta make sure you're right. But come on, everywhere you go, you begging. Can I? It was just like, yo, when? And then, like I said, you take an inch, we giving you the whole 285, the whole highway, the whole interstate. You want everything because it don't stop. It don't stop. You know what I mean? It keeps going. But that's what I'm saying about these gospel artists. Like, it's not like it got to be a line somewhere. Now, here's the thing. Like what he was saying in the video was that maybe this is just how they do business. Like this is
they,
the white church and the Christian artists.
Oh
this
goodness.
is this is their way of supporting their artists, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
You know, like this is a way of doing business right for them. You know what I mean? Like this is maybe I don't know. Like this is maybe this is just a normal thing for them. So that way that way down the line, right? If somebody looks at their live streams, they're like, yo, we're suing you because you use this song. No, you can't sue me. I bought the rights to the song to use it for Sunday morning. Maybe this is their way of protecting the church, their churches.
All I'm saying is this: both church, both Christian artists, whatever, it should never come to this. Honestly, like this really shouldn't be a thing. If there's music that you make and you say that it's music for worship, and I get that, yeah. If you're having streams and everything, you're putting it out there, people to consume it. You want to get paid. You want to get paid for your work. But for the fact is, if there people are using music or whatever from a sense of worship, my belief. This is just my belief. Take it for what it is. I don't think it should never be a question or a thing as far as like I'm going to sue somebody for performing this song. The song that I said is for worship purposes. If they're performing it for worship purposes, I don't. It doesn't make any sense to sue somebody, or the fact that there's even kind of law in place of people performing a song, and if it's for worship. But the fact that this is a thing that's come up, and somebody thought of it up because they thought about making this whole thing up. All it is, in my belief, is a distraction, because the biggest thing you're doing is the attention is not on Yah, and the attention is not on worship. The attention now is on doing a business transaction.
I agree with you on that. I mean, I agree with you, but it. I mean, really. I mean, I guess we really breaking this down, because I hear what you're saying. But the distraction, this is all back office stuff.
It is, and which is
yeah,
which is why we should. That's where people need to say, "Hey, people need to wake up, man. Honestly, they need to wake up because why?" My bad.
All right.
Yeah. Why is this a thing? Because what they're gonna start making they're gonna start charging the church for taxes and stuff too.
I mean, like I just said, you know, you're right. Things go on and on. Things are going to start. You know, they're forever changing, changing. You know what I mean? But I mean, man, I mean, like I said, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm not here to. Because I don't believe that you know, people should be out here charging people for worship songs. Like that's kind of wild to me, man. I can't get with that. I truly can't get with that. Like that's really against what I personally believe, you know. But you know, there could be that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to assume or you know get into like what it could be, but I thought I'd bring it up because I you know, we're in the music business. And we, you know, hey, you know, we're followers, you know, in the church. You know, I'm followers of Christ. You know, Christians, whatever you want to call it. And it to me, I guess, as being a Christian, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, man, like we do this all the time. Like we're always like singing songs that are, you know, they're to give God the glory. You know what I'm saying? Like but they're songs like hymnals and all of that. But it's just crazy, man. Like it's crazy, man. Like it's I don't know, man. It's a little strange out here. That's all I'm saying. It's a little strange out here. The lines are definitely blurred. That's a super fact.
But to be honest with you, I can't say that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised because that's the way. That's how this world operates, and I just feel as believers we need to make sure that we start detaching and disassociating ourselves with how the world works and operates, because it's the world is built. It's a system that's built to defy the Most High, to defy Elohim, and it's being done intentionally on purpose. And I think people need to wake up and realize that.
But really, I mean, I'm trying to be, you know, I guess I'm trying to fully understand, you know, what this is, and
distraction.
Kind of. But what I'm saying is this: if there is something here to where people like this is how they do business, right? And in what way is it I guess, disrespecting God or in any way, shape, or form. Like if both parties, because I don't see anybody breaking anybody's neck, saying, hey, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that. No one's saying that.
True.
You know what I mean? Like no one is pushing anybody to do this. They're just saying, hey, this is what we're offering. Are you participating? That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. I don't know.
I think that's what we're hearing on the surface, but underneath the surface, the conversation shifted from focusing and praising Yah, and it's focusing and centered now on a business transaction. And the fact is that there is an option now for people to discuss this business transaction through a website. That's the distraction, because the only way, it's the fact that it's even brought up to where it's not putting focus and attention on Elohim. It's now talking about there's an option to discuss how we are able to use this music in our worship of Yah, which it should be like, only thing he needs is really your time and your focus and attention on him, just to make it to where he knows that he's a priority in your life. That's all it is.
I wow. We all getting choked up over here. I hear what you're saying though. Like I get what you're saying. It's just I don't know, man. I thought it definitely is an interesting thing. When I first heard it, I'm like, man, this is wow, man. But everybody, y'all let us know.
The audacity of that this is a thing. That's my thing. The audacity that this is actually a thing to begin with. Pretty soon they're gonna have it to where AI is singing these songs, and just you're listening to an AI versus you actually singing or whatever, or you just tune in to watch AI to do something and you're saying that's church now. Yeah. The fact that to believe that the church is a building and built around a computer that projects an image saying that, hey, this is what is being interpreted because of AI is getting up here interpreting this thing. Yeah, the whole fact of that.
You might be able to go to Martin Luther King's church, or something
at that
like
point,
that.
Yeah, they'll probably have it to where they'll tell the AI to read this verse in the voice of Martin Luther King, and then now to be the way how people say that they're attending and worshiping a church, keeping the fact that the thing that they're getting is the distraction is that they got a chance to witness a sermon preached by Martin Luther King, which is really an AI who's sounding like Martin Luther King to preach it, where in fact all they had to do was just do the first step, open up the Bible and read for themselves. But no, they have to get an experience to be able to say that they attended something, which again is a distraction, because your focus now is the fact that you heard a thing that sounds like somebody that you're putting into as a viewing as an idol, versus you just reading and connecting with the Most High because of something that was actually written that was supposed to connect you with his essence and what he believes.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
Y'all let us know in the comments, man, what y'all think. I think that will be a good conversation, man, because especially anybody, like I said, who's like I said, I'm really, I don't know. Black churches, y'all doing this? Y'all want to do this? White churches, y'all doing this? So y'all let us know how this is, man.
My thing is this: black churches, white churches, whatever church you want to call yourselves, wake up, realize what it is that if you're a church realize what it is, what your church is about. What is your whole purpose of what you're doing?
Yep. It is. I mean, you know, having a black church and a white church is another crazy thing. But, you know, that's what it is.
Deeper than rap, graffiti, break dancing, DJ and b-boy stance, MCing. I harness those artifacts, collecting data of the transitions like an almanac. Hip-hop ain't dead, these young boys different, adapting. Over time, every day the world's spinning. Let's celebrate the fact we still winning, we global. Kids from the project became moguls. Real to real track boards to Pro Tools, vinyls, cassettes, and the tape decks, CDs. Now you can stream your music to the consumer direct and get most of the check. I'm noble, and with that, I gotta respect that you ain't gotta accept that you can ride and get left, yo. Bars beyond ground level.